All right, hello everyone. Welcome to Office Hours, where we answer questions, give philosophical perspectives, formulate and explore arguments, and deep dive into particular topics of your choice. This is an interesting one. Ian has not given us a question in this case, but a generic prompt to listen to and respond to a particular music video. Now, this might not sound very philosophical, but in fact, many songs and not just songs, but the visual presentation of the song actually deal with philosophical themes. This is a very common thing. It's more obvious perhaps in novels, but many people have come to recognize this in music and also, of course, poetry. Some people would even say stand-up comedy. So I have not seen this music video before, so we will pull it up, give it a playthrough, and I'll probably pause and sort of say what I'm thinking, what I'm seeing as it's happening, and then I'll try to give a summary of my thoughts of this presentation towards the end. So here we go. Let's see Thinkers by JREG.
I've had enough of thinkers.
No more thinkers!
You're a thinker? What, you think?
Oh!
We don't need any more.
Congratulations!
We're actually full up on thinkers. We're not accepting any.
So already I'm enjoying this. There's a classic economics complaint where economists will say, everyone thinks they're an economist because they deal with money. And there is a similar kind of deal in philosophy where it's like, well, everyone thinks, everyone solves problems. There's another joke that my wife and I have with each other about how every field believes that it's all about solving problems. It's like, no kidding, like unlike all the other ones. So it's off to an interesting start. We'll see where he goes. I'm not hearing much in the way of music. There's some sort of background notes, but it almost feels more like slam poetry, spoken word work here, like the art in the background though.
More thinkers. Actually, we're letting some go right now. We could use a few more doers. If
We
that's
don't
all right
need any
with
more
you,
thinkers.
Okay? People that
We don't
do
need
things.
'em. This guy is the greatest thinker of our generation. And this guy is the greatest breather of our generation.
Yeah, so he's pointing to the in debate we call this non-unique. It's like everyone thinks, yes, congratulations, everyone breathes. Now, now does everybody work on cars? Does everyone build bridges? I know this is nominally anti-philosophy, anti-thinking, but I'm actually kind of enjoying it. It's interesting. It's not. I don't even know if I'd call this a music video properly.
Anybody with glasses side.
It's time for the night of broken
Here's my
glasses.
impression of a thinker.
That was Pol Pot and Hitler in one condensed little reference there. Kill people with glasses is Pol Pot. Night of broken glasses is Hitler. It's very dense, very dense. My applause.
And here's my impression of a duel.
Time to do. Yeah.
Throw them in jail.
Smash their heads with cinder blocks. It's gotta be the head or else they'll think their way out of it. Guards.
What do we think about thinkers?
We don't.
That's right. We've heard quite enough about you.
This is very clever. Okay, I'll just let it finish because this is very short. I was expecting something 3 or 4 minutes. It's only barely over a minute. So
I think.
Wait, no. Please, no. I didn't mean it. No.
very nice. I enjoy that. I might go back and replay that in a minute. But it's very. What you have here is, I like how it curves back on itself at the very end there. It is presenting a kind of argument against, not even an argument, an emotion, a frustration with the everybody's a thinker now. Everyone's a content creator. I'm feeling, I'm remembering Bo Burnham's Inside. Everybody's a content creator. Will you enjoy my content? What'd you think of my content? Did you like my content? I think South Park has had its own take on this. And no one knows how to do anything anymore from the Panderverse episode. It's it's a common complaint, and it goes back a ways. We might be channeling our frogs or clouds from ancient Greece, but it is interesting how JREG brought it back at the end there with this tacit idea of how do you who is this thinker, who is an intellectual, and the irritation with intellectuals is or the oversaturation of any environment really kind of reflects it. First of all, there's a subjective danger of like classification. This is usually brought up in free speech debates, but it's also, how do you distinguish who is a thinker? Not just who do we punish, but like how do you even classify the person who you think is a problem? If thinkers are a problem, how do you even identify a thinker? Maybe there's someone doing some dangerous thinking behind the scenes, but they're disguising it very cleverly. Like, how do you even identify the threats? Does that require thought? Oh shit! Yeah. What are you gonna do with that conceptual track you've aestheticized yourself into there? So it's very I like the conciseness of it. It's it's not too strenuous. It makes the point quickly, amusingly. It's not something I would watch regularly, but I think I might subscribe to this guy. It's a fun little distraction for a few minutes, and it's not, a deep, philosophically, circumspect analysis of the nature of the problem of intellectuals and oversaturation of academia or whatever. It's just make it a point. It's a serious point, and it doubles back on itself, and it's kind of mocking things as it goes. It's fun. I was expecting a music video, and it was interesting how he used musicality. I wouldn't call it music, but there were notes in the background there. Actually, I'm gonna listen to it again.
I've had enough of thinkers.
No more thinkers!
You're a thinker?
What, you think?
Oh! We don't need any more. Congratulations.
Good.
We're actually full up on thinkers. We're not accepting any more thinkers. Actually, we're letting some go right now. We could use a few more doers. If
We
that's
don't
all right
need any
with
more
you.
thinkers.
Okay? People that
don't
do
need
things.
Doer is, of course, another amusing, non-unique description. Oh, there's someone out there who isn't a doer, right? Who's that?
This guy is the greatest thinker of our generation. And this guy is the greatest breather of our generation. Anybody with glasses side. Glasses side.
It's time for the night of broken
Here's
glasses.
impression
Of a thinker. And here's my impression of a doer.
Time to do. Yeah. Throw them in jail. Smash their heads with cinder blocks. It's gotta be the head or else they'll think their way out of it. Guards.
What do we think about thinkers?
We don't. That's right.
Don't.
We've heard quite enough about you, I think.
Wait, no. Please, no. I didn't mean it. No.
I think my favorite part of it, now that I've listened to it a second time, is like just the word. I think is the cue for for all the non-thinkers, the doers, to throw them in jail. There's something like worth dwelling upon. And I'm probably overanalyzing this, as I'm being paid to do, to overanalyze this slightly. Maybe I'll end up in jail. But there is something worth like pausing on in the non-thinkers home in on just the word, and they work on association. Oh, if you say this word, you're bad. So if you say, this is the most frustrating one, is the N word. If you say, I will do it here, actually, and I dare anyone to be offended by it. If I say the word nigger in a context of talking about the word, like that is obviously, it's not just a different sense of the term. it is actually functioning as a different word, as if you then calling someone a slur. Now, maybe I'm going to lose my edgelord credentials here, but I've never called someone a slur in my entire life. Never. I've insulted some people pretty seriously, but never with a slur. It just feels so low class and cringy. Now, I will talk about words that people use, as slurs. And it's like, what's the point? I mean, Harry Potter addressed this. We don't need to go into it. The he who must not be named. It's like you're not helping anything by avoiding the term. But people who don't think, who are doers according to JREG, will just hear a word and assume a particular intention or association. Never mind the usage. This is the Count Dankula case too. Context doesn't matter, does it? If you're interested in more cases like this. So it's a real phenomenon that he's describing, and it's a I don't even know if it was intended to be, but it's amusingly on point from my own experience and how people who are anti-intellectual and who don't think might distinguish between thinkers and non-thinkers, and might be some danger there. Anyways, I think that's probably long enough as a review of a 1 minute video. I've probably already gone on too long, probably already beaten the joke to death. We don't need to beat it anymore. Stop this already, Chris. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Take care.